Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. And folks, I'm going to call this a mini Class A because this is a very rare RV we just traded for. It came out of Tennessee. This is a 2002 Trail Lite by R-Vision, model 241 mini Class A motorhome. It's only 24 foot long. This Class A is shorter than most Class C's and many Class B pluses. 24 feet long. It's a low profile, and you can, let's see if I can kind of show you. You can compare it to the one next to it. This one's at least a foot, maybe even shorter than that, shorter than the regular Class A that's next to it. I've drove this particular motorhome myself, folks. It turns on a dime. It's got that Workhorse chassis. It's got the 8100 Vortec V-8 with 340 horsepower, which extremely powerful motor for this little size motorhome. I mean, this motorhome's so small and easy to drive. If you had half that horsepower, you could still run 70 miles an hour all day long. But this little motorhome right here, folks, is a unique motorhome. It's value priced for only $19,900. It's only got 64,000 miles. Generator's running, 4 KWOnan generator. Another unusual thing about this motorhome, folks, is a 24-foot motorhome with a stationary rear bed, which is very unusual. You just about have to get into a 25, 26 to get a bed in the back, but this one they were able to pull it off with a 24-footer. I'm gonna tell you, folks, for this age of a motorhome, you got to realize it's 14 years old. It's in extremely good condition. 64,000 miles, bought new in Tennessee. You know, it's not been something from up north you have to worry about rust, and down south where everything's faded and all that stuff from the sun. This is actually a nice motorhome for the age. Of course, many people don't realize it, but Trail Lite by R-Vision is actually owned by Monaco Corporation. So this is actually a Monaco-built motorhome, just like a Holiday Rambler or a Beaver or Safari, anything like that. No delamination. Generator runs perfectly. See, the striping still look good for the age. I've got the furnace on right now because it's about 45 degrees here, pretty chilly. Got a really aerodynamic front end. Got the curved windshield. Everything looks good. Tires look good. I'm going to have to put one of the tire simulators came off when they brought it in, so I'm going to have to replace that, but that's no big deal. You know, my RV techs are going to go through a very extensive RV checkout on this motorhome after purchase, so you can rest assured when you pick it up, it's going to be ready to go. And that's included all for under $20,000 out the door. Folks, these are very, very hard to find, especially with good miles like this in this kind of condition. And you can always tell, I'm going to give you all a tip, you can always tell where the motorhome was sold new at because they'll have a certificate on it for the state, Tennessee. So this was a Tennessee motorhome when it was new. The people that traded it in was from Tennessee. So good thing about a southern motorhome like this, you get a lot longer life. And that's why people come from all over the country to the southeast to buy motorhomes, because they don't want rust. And people from Florida come up here to buy because they're tired of the sun down there rusting. And of course, you live close to the coast, you're going to have everything rusted out too, but they're tired of everything being faded down there from all the sun they have. So that's one good advantage about buying a motorhome like this, is even though it's a 2002 model, it's in better shape than many motorhomes that are 8 and 10 years newer. Let's take a look inside this little Trail Lite 241, and you're looking at it just how we got it. We haven't cleaned it. We haven't done a thing to it. In fact, the people spent the night in it 2 nights ago before they came in to trade it in. So we're going to make sure everything works, but I'm pretty positive that there's not going to be an issue with it. 64,368 miles. I got the Allison Transmission. It's got the 8100 Vortec V-8, 340 horsepower. Of course, it's a GM chassis. Got a great turning radius, great visibility from this windshield. This thing runs and drives great. I drove it when we traded for it. I drive about 10 miles. Did great. Seats look good. Got the TV in the front. You know, everything in here looks like it's factory. I don't see any modifications or anything like that. It's got ducted roof air. Got a little swivel chair. Of course, we're going to clean it and everything. Because like I said, you're looking at just how it came in. And this is how I like to show RVs. When possible, I like to show them how they were traded in, how the people kept them. And they were generally everything in this thing's pretty nice. I don't see any lack of maintenance or any war spots or anything like that. Of course, the unit's winterized now, so that's good for those of you who are wanting to take it, you know, this winter and use it this winter, or not going to use it till the spring, I should say, because it's already winterized. We've got the LP stovetop, residential style stainless sink, microwave, two-way RV refrigerator freezer that's on right now, already getting cold. Got a fully enclosed side bathroom, so this way if you're in the restroom, you're not blocking access to any part of the camper or the motorhome when you're in the restroom taking a shower. Of course, you got the toilet, medicine cabinet, tub. You can see around the skylight, there's no water stains, no watermarks. You can see some caulking up there, which is a good sign because that means they kept it serviced. You know, trust me, folks, you can never have too much caulk on the roof. And that's always a good sign that it's been well maintained. So nothing wrong with that, trust me. Tub and shower combo. Clean. I don't see any water stains, any soft spots, any wrinkled spots anywhere. You know, Monaco makes a heck of a product. I mean, they've got an incredible customer loyalty. And, you know, like I said, Holiday Rambler, Beaver, Safari, all those are Monaco products. So you can imagine that this is also a very high quality unit for what it is. And this is the rear bedroom. It's I'm going to call it a full-size bed just for the sake of, you know, I don't want to call it a queen and somebody comes in here and puts a measuring tape on it and it's a full. So if it's a queen, it's a bonus, but I'm going to call it a full-size bed in the back. And you can see you've got storage, closets. And this is an unusual setup for a 24-foot motorhome. Of course, now it sleeps 4. It does have a little table, and it's actually sitting here beside the bed, that sets up in front of the sofa for eating. So you've got a removable table, and you can set it up between the sofa and the chair for eating. Of course, you probably don't want to leave it out all the time, because if you do, it's going to interfere going to the front cab. But you do have a removable table that sets up right here so you can eat. You've got a bed right here. This sofa makes a bed in the back. And of course, you know, 4 people, folks, in a 24-foot motorhome, trust me, that's plenty. You know, this is only about 3 foot longer than a Class B camper van. And those things you can't even turn around in, they're so cramped. And this is only 3 foot longer. So it's a nice motorhome for what it is. It's only $19,900. It's going to be worth that for the next few years. So this is something, if you're just getting into RVing, and you don't want to go out and buy a late model used RV that's going to lose 20-30 grand the first 2 or 3 years you own it. And you definitely don't want to buy a new RV because you're going to lose 33% of whatever you just paid for it as soon as you drive it off the new dealer's lot. Even if you turn around and try to sell it back to them, you lost 33% of whatever you paid. So this is a great opportunity for somebody on a budget or somebody just getting into RVing, wants something small that's easy to drive, that's easy to use. And something that if, you know, hey, a couple of years from now you want to go to a bigger motorhome, put this thing on Craigslist, put it on eBay, you'll get your $19,900 back out of it as long as you keep it in good shape. It'll still be worth $19,900 2 years from now. So it's a great way to get into one without risking losing any money. And it's unusual. It's going to sell. You don't see many of these on the market. You know, everybody likes small RVs because they're easy to drive, easy to park. Well, here you go, folks, and you got it for under 20 grand. This is something very usable, be ideal for a long trip, something that 2 people can take a cross-country trip in. You're not going to be cramped. You're not going to be tripping over each other. You'll have plenty of storage for all your stuff. Just got a lot of advantages this small size has. You can park it really easily, and it's got an incredible turning radius, folks. This has probably got one of the best turning radiuses of any motorhome I've ever driven, including the Class B camper vans. So very, very impressive motorhome when I drove it. And tons of power. If you want to tow something behind it, you've got plenty of power to tow a vehicle, a Jeep or an SUV or a car or whatever you want to put behind it. It'll tow it, folks, I promise. You know, good thing about a big motor like this and a small RV is that you're actually, believe it or not, going to get pretty good fuel mileage. And the reason being is because this big motor doesn't have to struggle to pull this RV up hills and mountains and stuff like that. So when you're running when you put a small motor in an RV, it's going to burn more gas because that motor is straining its guts out just to maintain you at 60, 65 miles an hour on the interstate. And plus it's going to wear your motor out quicker because it's running wide open all the time just to keep up with the flow of traffic. Well, you put a motor like this, that 496 8.1 liter V8 with 340 horsepower, which is the same motor they'll put into a 38, 40 foot motorhome. That motor is only running half throttle and giving you more power than you could ever need. So obviously it's not going to burn as much fuel because it's not having to strain at all. And plus it's going to last longer because you're never really putting a strain on this thing. 19.9 will trade, financing available, interest rates as low as 4% with approved credit. Nationwide delivery, we'll help you arrange that, and we have that available. You just pay whatever it costs us. It's $19.9 out the door. We don't charge any fees, no dock fees, no prep fees. We don't charge freight fees. We don't charge tag and title fees. We don't charge processing fees. We don't charge any of that, folks. These other dealers that charge that, and they'll charge you $2,000 or $3,000 in fees in a motorhome in this price range. All those fees are 100% dealer profit. It's just a scam for them to get you to pay more for the unit by disguising the actual fees, by disguising the, I should say, the profit in the form of extra fees. So just because a dealer has something advertised for $19.9, don't ever assume that's what it costs you by the time you leave with it. Always get the out-the-door price on any RV you see at Parkway RV Center. All of our prices are out the door, plus sales tax if you're a Georgia buyer, since we're a Georgia RV dealer. All out-of-state buyers will pay their sales tax when you title this RV in your home state at your local DMV office. And of course you get a 45-day temporary driving tag included for the $19.9 out the door. You get that full inspection by our certified RV techs included for the $19.9 out the door. And folks, my techs are certified. They're not just people off the street. I have certified RV techs. It cost us a lot of money. They went to they spent tens of thousands of their own money to get certified. They went to Florida to the specialty schools, kind of like a college for RV techs, and spent a lot of time, a lot of money getting certified. This is their career, folks. And not many dealers hire all certified RV techs, but we do, folks, because we want our customers to have the best. They deserve it. You know, we've been doing this for 48 years. Our customers expect and deserve the best, and that's what we give them. You know, we've been around a long time. We sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year because we have the lowest prices on the internet. Where else can you go find a motorhome like this with low miles, with a inspection by certified RV techs, all for under $20,000 out the door? And you get on the internet, you start doing searching Google, eBay, RV Trader, RVT, and all the other popular websites out there, folks. You're going to keep coming back to this one because you're not going to find another deal like this anywhere else. Out the door, $19.9, will trade, financing available with approved credit, no commission salespeople, no games, no gimmicks, no high pressure sales tactics. I mean, we're very, very easy going, folks. We've been doing this a long time. We're a third generation family owned and operated used RV dealerships. One of the largest, most successful, and oldest run RV dealerships in the United States, independently owned used RV dealerships in the United States. We've got over 170 plus used RVs in stock. More arriving every single day, folks. We got the lowest prices on the internet. We've sold to buyers from all 50 states, including multiple sales to buyers from Alaska and buyers from Hawaii. We've sent thousands of RVs all over Canada, coast to coast. Folks, we've sent numerous RVs overseas to England, Italy, Australia, the Netherlands. Thanks to the internet and our lowest prices out there, folks, we sell so many RVs, it's crazy. And you know, we don't sugarcoat anything. We don't put the call for price crap that other dealers do, because I never understood how a dealer can sell something and advertise something and it won't even list a price, because right there tells me that their price is too high. And I don't understand why people try to advertise stuff without prices, because the number one thing any consumer looks at is the price. Because if you can't afford it or you think it's too high, there's no point pursuing it any further. You know, I've never had anybody buy an RV from us because they thought the price was too high. You know, people buy from us because our prices are low. And we can save you the money, folks. We've been doing it a long time. Generations of families have purchased used RVs from us for decades. You know, we're very unique the way we operate. You know, if you've never checked with us before, you're going to be really surprised at how much money we can save you. And we're the kind of place, folks, that once you buy one from us, you're going to send your friends and family to us, and you're going to return to us when you're ready to upgrade your RV, because we're that kind of place, folks. Customer loyalty here is incredible. I can't tell you how many RVs are on the lot right now that were traded in that we sold several years ago. And because people always come back here because we give them the best deals. It doesn't matter how far away you live, folks, we're going to make it worth your while to come to Ringgold, Georgia. $19,900 out the door. That's a haggle-free prices, like all of our prices, folks, because we put our best price forward. No sense in going back and forth with a dealer for hours, sometimes days, just to get a price, and whatever they knock off the price, folks, they're going to add it right back to it with extra fees. So if they knock $3,000 off the price, they're going to hit you up with about $3,000 or more in fees to make up for it. So it's all just a game, folks. But our prices, we put our best price forward. There's no negotiating. They're haggle-free, easy to get along with. The price is what it is, because if it wasn't low, you never would have contacted us in the first place, because we have great deals, folks. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to save you a lot of money. Thank you for watching my video. You know, we've got a lot of other RVs for sale. If you want to go to our website, parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. We've got a little bit of everything for everybody. Motorhomes, campers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, just a little bit of everything. Like I said, we've got over 170 plus used units in stock, which is more than any dealer within a 500-mile radius of Ringgold, Georgia. So if you're in the Southeast, you want to buy a Southeast RV, we pretty much got the area's biggest selection of used RVs. We're going to save you money. You're going to have a stress-free buying experience. Call us before you come. Make sure the unit's still available. Our phone numbers are 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. And like I said, folks, you can like us on Facebook. We got a great Facebook page. You can like us, go to our website. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. We're on Twitter, Instagram. We're on all the social media platforms, folks. So rest assured, you can't say there's not plenty of ways to get in touch with us. Non-commissioned salespeople, it's real easy to get along with. Thank you for watching my video. This 2002 Trail Lite 241 Class A, 24-foot long, 64,000 miles for $19,900 is going to sell very quickly. Look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.